Good evening and welcome to the news. Seychelles will be objecting a proposal to ban the use of drifting fads in the Indian Ocean for 3 months each year. The proposal came up during the 6th special session of the Indian Ocean Tuna Commission, IOTC, held in Mombasa, Kenya earlier this month. The meeting focused on the management of fads in the Indian Ocean. The meeting adopted 2 out of 4 proposals. The first addresses the management of anchored fads, which Seychelles does not use for tuna fishing, and the second addresses drifting fads, which is the main method of fishing used in Seychelles. The Principal Secretary for Fisheries, Roy Clarice, says that this decision will negatively impact Seychelles' economy and is not based on scientific research.
We believe that such a recommendation should always be based on scientific advice with regards to the merit, the objective, the period, length of closure, and area where it needs to be applicable. As there was no scientific advice on this, Seychelles will be objecting to this proposal, but we have tasked, the Commission has tasked the scientific committee to basically provide a recommendation on this for the next sitting of the Commission meeting in 2024. And once this is done, Seychelles will reconsider its position as to we will submit a proposal based on the advice coming out of the scientific committee.
Radio stations in Seychelles today joined the rest of the world to celebrate World Radio Day. The theme chosen by UNESCO for this year's commemoration is Radio and Peace. Kayla Eden, Operations Manager at Pew 907 Seychelles, reflects on the theme while looking at the role radio has to play in promoting peace in the world.
With the theme for World Radio Day this year in 2023 being Radio and Peace, I think it's very, very important to bring that recognition of radio and what it provides for people, and how we as radio presenters need to remember that our role isn't necessarily to pick sides or use our own preferences and opinions to influence the people, but instead to give a voice to those that need it and provide 2 sides of the story. I think that's very, very important when it comes to peacemaking in general. That is what is required. It cannot be more to one side or the other. It has to be a 50-50. It has to be a balance.
Students who completed S5 last year and have not been accepted in any professional institution or school of A-level, and also students who are not satisfied with where they've been placed to continue their studies, made their appeal procedure in their respective school today. The students were asked to bring along their results slip, ID card, and their parents. The Ministry of Health has resumed basic and advanced life support training for nurses and midwives, both with emphasis on cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, in order to detect and treat patients suffering from cardiac arrest. The training originally started in 2018 with some 60 health professionals, including trainers, who had completed the module by 2019. However, it was discontinued during the COVID-19 pandemic. It is a partnership between the Ministry of Health and the American Heart Association. A fresh group of 20 nurses and midwives started a 2-day training at the new Coast Guard facility at Perseverance this morning. Some 200 local medical professionals are expected to be fully trained in CPR by the end of this year.
The training, when it started in 2018, we already had some medical doctors who were certified, and also we had about 22 nurses who attended the training. So we just want to sustain this and continue throughout the year and ensure that our nurses and midwives are skilled in cardiopulmonary resuscitation, so that we can save lives within 4 to 5 minutes of an arrest.
Ambassador Claude Morel is the new non-resident High Commissioner of Seychelles to Mauritius. He recently presented his letter of accreditation to the President of Mauritius, Prithvi Raj Singh Rupun. The Mauritian President stated that the Seychelles-Mauritius relations are excellent, solid, and are bound to be consolidated and reinforced in the coming years. High Commissioner Morel also met with the Vice President, Prime Minister, and the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Regional Integration and International Trade, among other dignitaries and senior officials. High Commissioner Morel conveyed to the Prime Minister Pravind Jugnauth the Seychelles government's decision to support Mauritius' candidature in its bid to secure a non-permanent seat in the United Nations Security Council during the period 2025 to 2026. 20 participants, 17 women and 3 men who completed a 6-month training in dancing kamtole received their certificate in a ceremony held recently at the National History Museum. The activity was organized by the National Institute for Heritage, Culture and Arts with the aim of promoting our traditional dances. We've come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching. I will be back with more news in Creole at 8 p.m., so stay tuned.